Is up, folks? Long time no see or play. Jerry checking in. Been a bit busy the last week or two, so haven't been able to record anything, but let's change that right now. Okay, what are we gonna be cooking up here? Good luck, Tom Riddle. I did get to play just a little bit off camera and had a bit of a losing streak, so my rating has taken a little dip since the last time you've seen me, but let's put that behind us. What are we buying here? Riddle gets transmogrify. That seems probably correct. Are we going transmogrify fishing village? What do we think? Yeah, I think I like that. Eventually, our draw is probably going to be through cursed villages. Really no other draw here besides landing party, which is sort of fake draw. So I guess we're going to want to be able to play foragers and fishing villages to give us our payload to synergize with the cursed village. We'll see how that goes though. Maybe we start, yeah, we're going to start then I think forager transmogrify, not fishing village. What is Tom Riddle thinking about here? This is not a huge decision on turn 2. I'll hit him with a trusty you good. That usually does the trick. There we go. I don't like Taskmaster there. I think that's a fumble. But what do I know? Okay. Goodbye, goodbye. Onwards. So here I think we're going to want to go Taskmaster. Now we can buy something for 5. The question is, do we want Sentry or Cursed Village? And I think the answer is Cursed Village. We already have trashing with our Forager and Transmogrify. And we actually don't want to over trash because eventually we're going to want to be able to hit our Foragers consistently. So let's get the Cursed Village. And that trashes our Forager. That sucks. Okay. C'est la vie. And we're not going to get to 5 this turn. Let's get another Forager. Great. Money is going to be a bit scarce here. We might want to get a silver just to trash a silver to feed our foragers, but that will help our opponent just as much as it helps us. In fact, somewhat more than us. Yeah, he's the one with 2 foragers. Great. I think here I'm going to want to ball it up. Most likely. Yeah, so obviously we don't need actions, but Fishing Village is just a source of money that pairs well with our Cursed Village. So we're going to go ahead and get Fishing Village Forager here. Great. Okay, so what are we going to be trashing our estate into? We're going to want to get to 5 to keep playing the Taskmaster. But honestly, playing the Taskmaster at the start of every turn isn't huge because our Transmogrify, well, can remedy the lost draw from having to draw the Taskmaster. It's an interesting situation, for sure. Oh, we're not getting to 5 anyways because we have the -1 token. So, you know, we're going to get a Forager then. And now let's get ourselves another fishing village. Lovely. We are now cooking. We might have to start buying coppers, honestly. drawing pretty well here. Okay, and a quick resign. I don't think that game was over for him, but apparently he felt differently. GG. And we are hit with a beautiful 2-5 here. That is incredibly fortunate. So I think we're going to go Fisherman Junk Dealer here. We get 2-5 is obviously much better than 5-2 because it allows us to get this Fisherman. The question is, are we going to want to top deck our Fisherman? I think the answer is no. It's not going to do anything. Actually, I take back what I said about 2-5 being superior. If you 5-2, you can Junk Dealer, then top deck the Junk Dealer with Trapper's Lodge. But we're going to content ourselves with a standard lodgeless Fisherman Junk Dealer opening. Still very fortunate hitting 5 right away. So I guess even a normal 3-4 opening, you can get a Junk Dealer in your first shuffle if you trap a Silver or trap a Priest. Yeah, 4-3 is not bad. You buy a Priest, trap it, and then probably get a Junk Dealer on your second turn. 3-4, also not bad. I said before you would trap a Silver. You would definitely trap a cargo ship in that case. Yeah, okay. He gets the 4-3. He figures out to trap the Priest. At this point, I think we're going to trap the Junk Dealer. Cool. Now, do we want another Junk Dealer? We can get Buried Treasure. A lot of options on the table for us. I don't think we want silos yet. So assuming we didn't bottom deck our Fisherman, we're going to draw to 4 next turn. 3 coppers plus the Fisherman. So, I think if we buried treasure, then we're going to be able to cargo ship silos, which is pretty good. So we're going to do that. Great. Ooh. He gets to discard 5 coppers right away. Gets himself the Humble Castle. I think that's a little premature here. I don't hate it, but I think you can do better. It is still greening, and the game is young. Your deck is still pretty fat. Okay, discard you. Should I get the Crumbling Castle and disregard what I just said? No, I think instead we're going to pick up a Priest ourselves. Are you good at Crumble? Oh, okay. I'll put you in my hands. Let's discard all of you. Yes. Okay. Cool. I think here I gotta keep the Buried Treasure gravy train rolling. The question is, so we've both completely avoided the students. Is there any point going for this pile? Conjurer is not very useful here. Sorcerer not very useful because trashing is so strong. And there's no clever way to play Lich, so I think we're going to avoid it. So down here, these 4 cards, it is 3 coppers and an estate. Of course, we're gonna be discarding the coppers. So silos kind of kills the value of cobbler. Without silos, we can be picking up fishermen on the turns where we draw our decks, but after we discard... Oh, no, we can first trigger the cobbler and then the silos. So I think I'm going to go buried treasure cobbler here. Because pretty soon we'll be consistently drawing our decks, and then the cobbler will spit out fisherman, which is great. Okay. Gets himself a nobles. Goodbye to all of you. Great. Okay. Do I want a nobles here? I think I very well might. Yeah, let's go for it. I do wish there were actions here somewhere. If he gets a sacrifice, that can work pretty well with some of these castles. Sacrifice also works nicely with nobles. Let's get nobles for now. We're going to keep our eye on some interesting sacrifice play down the line, but no need for now. I might want to pick up a crumbling castle. Yeah, so we're going to be grabbing a fisherman, then we'll be silosing our coppers away. My trashing should be going much faster than Tom Riddle's. He just has the one priest, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, he still gets a big turn. Credit to him. Okay, we do get a little terminal collision here. Psych. Thank you, nobles. Okay, here I think we are going to get the crumbling castle. I'll take the points. And then let's grab a nobles as well and put it on our cargo ship. Yeah, so all these action victory combos are great sacrifice fodder, of course. But neither of us has a sacrifice. Into the hands, please. Okay. We're gonna start by trashing coppers, I think. Actions, and a little bit of draw, and a little bit more draw. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of the crumbling castle here. And I think now it's okay to get another buried treasure and another nobles. Keep on soft greening while we continue to build our payload through these treasures. So you get a kills the nobles. Fair enough. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. Actions, please. And some draw. There are 3 coppers down there, so I can safely junk deal. However, I think I'd rather just priest away my junk dealer. He has outlived his usefulness. Goodbye. Okay. Let's get one more buried treasure, which will immediately play. I'm going to start just greening here, I think. Should I go small castle sacrifice? Like get the small castle for the express purpose of sacrificing? That does open up the next castle. I don't remember the name of it, but I know what it does. It forces the opponent to top deck, and it gives you a gold. So maybe I don't do that. Instead, maybe I can sacrifice nobles? Gives me points. We're definitely getting a province, and I want more money somehow, right? I guess this is tough. We're only up by 3 here. I'm gonna get another cargo ship, I think. Let's get a little more balance. Okay. Tom is drawing quite nicely. He won the Nobles split 5-3. I don't think that's that important, honestly. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Get your castles. Okay. Thank you for actions and draw. Ooh. Tough draw for me. But no fear. I'm gonna cargo ship you. Should I get the Opulent Castle? Would that be crazy? Ooh, I can get another fisherman because I cargo shipped and then a province. That's definitely superior. Great. I might want to pick up another castle just to defang his small castle and eventual king's castle, but maybe that's not necessary. Okay. We have no money. That's fine. Do I even want to draw? I don't think I do. Really nothing there for me to draw, so we're just gonna play the buried treasures, get a fisherman, and cobble. Still a lot of estates in play. Again, Tom only got the priest as his sole source of trashing. You don't need a ton of trashing with silos, but as he keeps greening, like if he double provs here, or is he gonna go sprawling castle? Let's see what he does. Ooh, buried treasure. Interesting. Another. Just get 3 buried treasures. Oh, just 2 buried treasures and fleets. Okay. Okay, what should we cobble? First, let's silos, see what we draw. And dare I cobble a sacrifice? I've been talking about it all game. I'm just not sure if it's right. Oh boy, it could be huge here though. You know what? We're doing it. Ready for this? Pow pow. Pow pow. And now let's cargo ship. Should I go sprawling grands? Yeah, I think I will actually. No, that would be ridiculous. What are you doing? I don't need to get fleets yet. Let's get buried treasure. Should I get Fleets Province? Yes, I will. Okay. So picking up, holding the province, a subtle benefit. It could get me a point if I buy Grand Castle next turn. So it's not terrible. Also up quite a bit here. Ooh, he dead draws the nobles. What are you gonna do, Tom? Alright, and he indeed picks up the sprawling castle. Cargo ship. Goodbye. Okay, I'm just gonna keep sacrificing my nobles. Great. Lovely. Not playing the priest, of course. I will be getting the Grand's Castle here. Grand's Castle Duchy, I guess, is the play. Yeah, we're up 9. And now we're up 12. Okay. And we have 2 buried treasures in the chamber. So how many castles? Ooh, that's a bit of a shame. We're each gonna get a turn here. That was a very big turn for Tom. Let's see if we can go even bigger. Man, the cobbler sucks. Gosh, okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. We have to pray he cannot get a prov here. This is brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Please don't get a province. Ah, gosh. Don't get to 5, don't get to 5. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's not good. All right. GG, Tom. I think we had that got a little unlucky that he was able to trash into the Grand's Castle, but maybe I could have protected against that. Oh well, on to the next one. No way I'm ending on that note, but I probably will end after this one. So let's make it a good one. Certainly opening page. The question is here, do we follow Tom and get a silk merchant? We could also consider sailor. We can consider priest. A lot on the table. I'm gonna go priest actually. I really like trashing here. Okay, and 5 will be an easy relic play. Is he gonna peril his silk merchants? Is that what he's thinking about right now? Oh no, what am I talking about? He played his silk merchants. What is Tom Riddle gonna do? Yeah, so the page is actually, or I guess the eventual champion is super powerful here. Because you have these silk merchants that you can turn into super labs once you unlock the unlimited actions. And of course, relic is a very decent attack that you're going to want to defend against ASAP. And yeah, we're going to be playing a long game here with fortunes in play. Somebody will get a mega turn on turn 12 or 13 or so. But for now, we sit and await Tom's decision. We'll do one more, you good? I'm assuming he just has to get up periodically and check his microwave or something. Okay, good. We did not bottom deck the page, nor priest, which is a huge relief. But our opponents did neither. Okay. I think now... Ooh, sailor's tempting. Sailor's just nice because it lets you play galleys faster. Silk Merchant is obviously nice because it's going to turn into a super lab later, but it's not later yet. I think more trashing is still appropriate. Oh man, so many powerful cards here. I'm going to want to get a Leprechaun eventually. Going to want a Gladiator eventually. Going to want Shops eventually. forgive the ambulance driving by. I'm going to want merchant guilds eventually, but for now, let's focus on trashing a little. Let's get a sailor. Okay. Bit of a shame that we're stuck at 3 here, and our sailor's second ability will go bust, but oh well. No need to double dip on pages. You have draw with the silk merchants. You don't, and royal galley. There's no need to stack up on warriors. At 3, do I want a gladiator or a shop? I think I want a shop. Okay, 7 is overkill here. Ah, gosh. I think now it might be time to start getting silk merchants. Man, I did miss my treasure hunter, which sucks, of course. Ugh, and now I'm gonna inundate my deck. Oh, this is terrible. I'm gonna get 1,000 silvers with my treasure hunter. I really need more trashing now. Okay. Yeah, I don't love periling the silk merchants actually because they're gonna be so valuable eventually. Admittedly, not yet, but they're getting there. All right, I feel a little random here, just buying a lot of everything, but I think that is actually appropriate in this case. I'm gonna want a couple more silk merchants quickly myself. Let's go silk merchant page. I can always peril the page actually. Maybe I should have gotten a galley or another sailor there. Oh well. Ugh, please draw something. Ooh, I did. Fantastic. Oh, and I trash his warrior. Yeah. And an auto resign from Tom Riddle. Alright, I can't end him on that note. That was very lucky. Can't really take much credit myself there. Alright. We got alms. What's rich here? Tactician is rich. Interesting. Mills, masquerades. A lot of good stuff. I think we're gonna open mask galley, mask silver. I think mask silver. I really want to hit 5, start counterfeiting coppers. Mask galley is okay, but I think it's so important to hit 5 quickly here that don't want to risk dead drawing the galley and getting stuck at 4. You know, often these rich kingdoms with a feudum get interesting, but tactician works so poorly as a rich card that I don't think feuda are going to really come into play. Yeah, we have a big engine board here with these shacks, the galleys. I think money will be coming from golds. Well, maybe. I guess I can see changing feuda as a source of silver once you get your engine purring, but that would not ever be designs to actually use the feuda to score. All right, what is Mr. Riddle plotting here? Something big, no doubt. 5-2 on this alms kingdom would just be disgusting if he could counterfeit mask. Ugh. I don't think he'd be thinking that long though if he had a 5-2 or a 2-5. I think that's a pretty straightforward play. I do think 3-4 is more interesting. You could theoretically go mask mill silver, change silver, but okay. Let's see if he follows my lead here. Double mask, interesting. Okay, now it's and we dead draw the mask, or not dead draw. We bottom deck the mask. Disgusting. Maybe that should be an auto resign for me, but I'll stick it out a little. Oh fuck. Let's alms into a mill. Gosh, I hate that. Okay, there he gets the counterfeits. I have 5 estates. Jeez. Do I want to... What are the odds I draw one of my remaining 3 estates down there? Pretty good. We're going to discard all, or both of them here. Ooh, not good. We give him a copper. But we're still at 5, so not the end of the world. We're going to want a swamp shack or another royal galley here. Time to start getting some actions. Okay, he is first to the punch with the galley mask combo. He is trashing very quickly. Let's see how he transitions here. Galley warehouse. Not sure I agree with that decision. Your deck is already pretty thin. You don't need the warehouse, honestly. I'm gonna go... Well, I might say the exact same thing, to be honest. I guess it's just an action to feed into your swamp shacks eventually. I think it makes more sense for me. My deck's not nearly as thin as his. I still have these freaking estates to contend with. I've only trashed, yeah, my trashing is much weaker. Yeah, he's already pretty much drawing his deck. Okay. Gives me the estate back. Fine. He also has no money. He never ended up buying a silver, so all he has are those coppers. Okay, there's the swamp shacks. I think it should be a silver here. Nope, it's a warehouse. Interesting. What are you going to give me? Gives me a masquerade. Huh. Curious. Ooh. I think it's my turn to pick up a swamp shack. Great. And I think at this point I have a couple options. I could pursue the feodum change strat I discussed previously. That might be a little slow. I could just directly buy golds, or I could try to use the mill as a source of money for my eventual engine payload. Once again, Tom is deep in the tank. Oh, there we go. I'm really not sure if he's thinking in these moments or if he's just away from the game. I suspect the latter in most cases. Yeah, he has too many warehouses. One of those should have definitely been a silver. Okay, we swap estates. How much money do you even have? You're gonna get to 4 here if you have counterfeit copper. All right. Oh, I guess with alms you don't need to worry about money nearly as much. Enjoy my estate. I'm gonna trash you. Let's galley into a mill. I will not discard. I have another mask in there. which I think I'd rather galley. Obviously, galleying swamp shacks sort of defangs the shacks. Okay, great. So now we're pretty much drawing our decks. Do I want a Feodum here? I don't think I want it yet. Oh gosh. I wish I had 8 so I could go Feodum change. Instead, we're going to... Oh, okay. That's a bit of a shame because that was actually shaping up to be a fun one. But we will take the results. We went 3-1. Apologies for how poor this is going to look, but again, my rating took a little bit of a slide after an off-screen, an off-channel losing streak. So we are, outside the top 200 again. We're going to have to make up some of that lost grounds, but we did a little bit of that today, and hopefully we'll resume next episode. Thanks for watching.